In this video, we're going to go over Parkinson's disease, the symptoms, physiology, and treatment. Before we jump into that, let's go over a couple key terms. So a neurotransmitter is a chemical messenger that transmits signals between neurons. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter involved in movement, motivation, and reward. The substantia nigra is a region of the midbrain that produces dopamine, crucial for movement. The basal ganglia is a network of brain structures that regulate voluntary movement. The striatum is a part of the basal ganglia that receives dopamine signals and helps refine movement. The blood-brain barrier is a protective layer of cells that prevents harmful substances from entering the brain, but may also block many drugs. Symptoms of Parkinson's disease include resting tremors, which is involuntary shaking, often starting in the hands, bradykinesia, which is slowness of movement, making simple tasks take longer, muscle rigidity, which is stiffness that limits range of motion, and postural instability, which is difficulty balancing, leading to falls. Now let's jump into the physiology. So here we have a diagram. Here we have the basal ganglia in blue, and the basal ganglia is a collection of structures including the striatum and the substantia nigra that coordinates muscle movement and motion. So now we're going to draw dopamine. These little red things are dopamine, which is made in the substantia nigra. And that will push dopamine into the striatum in a normal, healthy individual. And that dopamine will help refine movement. Now let's look at someone with Parkinson's. So dopamine will not be produced in the substantia nigra, and therefore no dopamine will be able to go to the striatum, and muscle movement will not be refined. In Parkinson's disease, these dopamine-producing neurons degenerate. This disrupts the striatum's ability to regulate motor function, leading to rigidity, tremors, and bradykinesia. So why can't we just add dopamine? Dopamine cannot cross the blood-brain barrier, meaning it won't reach the neurons that need it. So for treatment, we used Levodopa. Now, what is Levodopa? Levodopa is a dopamine precursor that can cross the blood-brain barrier and is converted into dopamine in the brain. It is naturally found in the seeds of the Mucuna, pruriens plant, also known as the velvet bean. Unlike dopamine, L-DOPA can cross the blood-brain barrier. When inside, an enzyme called dopa decarboxylase converts it into dopamine, replenishing what was lost. While L-DOPA is highly effective, it is not a cure. Over time, Parkinson's patients may experience dyskinesia, which is involuntary erratic movement caused by fluctuating dopamine levels, on-off phenomenon, which is sudden return of symptoms between doses, and hallucination and psychiatric effects due to excessive dopamine in certain brain regions. Dopamine isn't just involved in movement, it also affects motivation, learning, and emotions. This is why high doses of L-DOPA can lead to psychological effects. In the future, treatment might include dopamine agonists, which are drugs that mimic dopamine's effect without being converted, stem cell therapy, using stem cells to replace the lost dopamine neurons, or gene therapy by modifying genes to boost dopamine production. Thank you for watching.